Um, the specific purpose is to inform my audience about what deja vu is, the scientific explanations behind it, and what researchers have learned about it. Deja vu is a common experience that is caused by the brain's memory system. Scientists have many theories on why it happens and why studying this topic helps us understand more on how the brain works. Imagine you are walking inside a friend's house for the first time. You stop out of nowhere because you feel like you already walked in the same door, met the same people there. For a second, it feels like if you had already lived the moment but then realized it's your first time there. The strange feeling is called deja vu, and it is something people, including me, experience it once in a while. Deja vu is one of the mysterious experiences a human brain can create. For many years, people have believed that this experience was connected by physic powers, dreams, or even past lives. Scientists believe that it was more simple than that. Deja vu seems to be connected to the way our brains recognize familiar experience or process memories. Almost everyone experiences this deja vu, but most people have no idea why it happens. Today, I will explain what deja vu is, the scientific theories behind it, and what scientists have learned about it. First, let's explain and understand what deja vu really is. Deja vu is a common experience that people feel like they have been there, but in reality, it's something new to them. This deja vu phrase comes from a French language and means already seen. It was first used in the late 1800s by a French philosopher, Emile Bohr. During this experience, your brain tells you something familiar, even though you cannot recognize it. You might enter a place that you have been to and think that you have been there before. This is what deja vu does to your brain and memory. This is often very convincing, but it only lasts a few seconds and it goes away. According to Cleveland Clinic, deja vu is a current experience that happened before, even though you know it hasn't. People say that about 60 to 70 healthy people have experienced deja vu. It often happens to teenagers and young adults between the ages 15 to 30. Researchers have also seen that deja vu happens to people who are frequently tired or stressed. These conditions may affect how the brain processes information by making small memory mistakes. People who experience new situations or travels often report having deja vu more usual. This is because their brains are comparing new experiences. Deja vu is usually normal but can feel strange. It's not a sign that something is wrong. Most experience of deja vu lasts between 10 to 30 seconds and disappear after. When it happens very often or is accompanied by memory problems or seizures might indicate a medical condition. Because it feels so unusual, people think it's supernatural cases, but scientists have found no true evidence supporting these ideas. Scientists believe that deja vu happens because of the way the brain processes memories. When we experience something new, the brain first processes the information and stores it as a memory. Instead of recognizing the new experience as new, the brain accidentally labels it as something that had already happened. You experience a strong feeling or being familiar with the event, even though that event is happening for the very first time. You can think of it like a computer saving a file into the wrong folder. The information is clearly new, but your brain mistakenly treats it like an old memory. Another explanation involves the brain recognizing patterns without us realizing it. Sometimes a new place contains a small detail that seems like we experienced it before. An example can be you walking into a store that has the same clothes arrangement or even the smell as the place you've been in before, even if you don't remember the older place. This deja vu shows how fast and powerful our brains are recognizing. Some words can be memory mismatching, brain processing error, or familiar patterns. Brain imaging studies have shown that areas such as the temporal lobe become active during the memory recognition. Researchers have become interested in deja vu after noticing that some people with temporal lobe epilepsy experience intense deja vu right before a seizure. However, experts say that the occasional deja vu in healthy people is different from the people who have it more often with the medical conditions that involve the seizures. Scientists who have studied this deja vu experience have learned more about the memory. Most people think that memories work like a video camera that records everything good, but really memories are more complex. Every second your brain gets information from your ears, eyes, skin, nose, and other senses. They had to make a choice on what information is important enough to store and keep, or what should be ignored. Sometimes many little mistakes happen during this process. Since deja vu involves memory and processing, researchers studied this to better understand the diseases and affects memories. Learning why healthy brains create false feelings of familiarity. Sometimes scientists hope to understand more about conditions such as Alzheimer's disease and epilepsy. Researching this also can improve treatments for memory disorder in the future. This can also help doctors learn more about it. Although scientists have learned a lot about deja vu, not every single theory explains every experience. Just a few seconds of this feeling reveals important information about how memory works. Now that we have explored what deja vu is, why scientists study it, and why it happens, let's review the main points. We have learned that deja vu is a common feeling of being familiar with these things during a new experience. Scientists have believed that it happens because of small errors in the memory processing activity in the brain regions or hidden similarities between experiences. Finally, we have learned that studying deja vu helps researchers understand more on how memory works and may even contribute to treatments for the future for memory disorders. The next time you or someone experiences deja vu and feel like you lived through that before, remember that it's not magic or something mysterious or, as they say, supernatural.